can't believe it. They pulled it out. What a call. What a play. What a game.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Play the move. Then at the bottom, I got the move. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Play the move. Then at the bottom, I got the move. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the ring. Starter, my team isn't true. But they some liars to you. And they never said, huh? But they always shoot. All of the diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Billy. Cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Play the move. You at the bottom, I got the move. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Play the move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me. Cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On first and 10. It's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. I think this is a free play for Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Wilson. He finds Latavius Murray. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. They go play action with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there. And now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tua on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arm.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
I certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on there?
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. He's got it to the 43 here. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Let's go now.
They'll go. It's Gaskin. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Draymond Jones, and he'll drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Back now in Miami. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's swung out to Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Second down, Gaskin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, easy.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now it's Wilson. Powers through him. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And some room to maneuver. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A give up the gut for Murray. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by McManus is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So defensively, they made the move to try and freeze out the kicker, but he steps up and he says, ice this.
And you talk about ice. How about the ice running through his veins? He just steps right up, calm as he can be, and drills it to give his guys the lead.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. So Tua and the Dolphins down 6-3, 20 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jump.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Broncos and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there was always room to add to that legacy.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To the air right away is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. The pickup there, 5 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Up the gut, Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the delay, this is Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's checked down to Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he completes this to Russell Gage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now it's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now Gordon on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Stuck for a loss by the safety, Antoine Winfield Jr.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. That's Murray. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah,
after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here. Quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Completes it again to Gage. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw, it's Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Again, it's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Fournette running wide side. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 22, Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. And oh no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon gets by him at the 25. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A nice little juke. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 7-3. A little over 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Open man is Jalen Darden. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it comes your way next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable start.
Here we go.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. It's fielded at the 45. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's Eckler again. No, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. That's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's good. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Now Gino on first down. Returning right back to Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Gino. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Pete Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw here, Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a